Your fate is a coin in the hand of a liar. Can you see the path ahead? Do you know the shape of your trial? Keep playing the game.
The source of our disturbance should be right around here. What is that? I've never seen anything like it. That thing across the way. What is that? Some sort of massive energy spike here. It's too heavy for us to pass through. Crota? But we killed him. We have to go now.
Guardians, come, please.
Eris Morn. What is that pyramid?
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity. Before us lies a dark remnant of their existence. Was it struck down by the Traveler? Left here on purpose? The truth is ours to discover.
Discover how?
We find a way inside. The catacombs. Somewhere within that hive-infested labyrinth lies our cryptoglyph. If we hope to go beyond the pyramid's warding, we must retrieve it, but be warned. Those who enter the rotting depths of the catacombs often fail to return. In that tomb, light does not find a way. It was within these depths that Crota and his brood stripped me of all that I cared for. My fire team. My friends. Only I remained, beaten and broken. The guilt of survival lingers. But you must not. Onward.
Pyramid. My light. It's happening again.
Focus. The pyramid distracts, nothing more. When you have the cryptoglyph in hand, I will teleport you out.
More phantoms, just like those haunting Eris. Faceless guardians watching us. They're nothing more than a distraction. That's the cryptoglyph. Grab it. Eris, we have the cryptoglyph. Teleport us out. Eris, are you there? Run. We're here. Cryptoglyph and all.
I love you. I'm sorry. The immense darkness of the pyramid kept me from you. But we must not waste time. With the cryptoglyph in hand, we stand a chance against the pyramid. Bring it here and let us make use of it.
I had to see it with my own eyes. How long has it sat in silence, watching us?
Much too long.
I can't help but feel responsible for this, Eris. If I hadn't sent you here...
Your concern is noted, but my fate is my own responsibility. And we both know you didn't come here to apologize.
I came to tell you, you were right. It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming back.
Riot! You're all insufferable! Save your torment for someone who gives a damn.
Eris, The Vanguard is at your disposal.
Then, if you'll excuse us, Ikora, we have work to do.
Guardian. Whatever she needs.
We are all consumed by that which eats away at us. For Skolas, it was his own hubris. He pursued complete control over all houses of the Fallen. And through his misguided conquest, many perished. Skolas' memory serves as a permanent reminder of all the lives lost at the whim of a single Kell. No matter how hard the Pyramid may try, we will not cower.
put up a fight, but we got him in the end, Eris. Pyramid is waiting. Violence, beauty, truth. These things await inside. There's no turning back now. Welcome. We've been waiting. So many lives lost. saw the light taken away so easily. In light, there is only weakness. The light abandoned Cade, left him for dead. In light, there is only failure. Crota slaughtered many Guardians. The light stood by and did nothing. In light, there is only death. Come to us.
You made it. We have heard your cries for help. And soon we will answer. Who are you? Don't you recognize us? We are not your friend. We are not your enemy. We are your salvation.
say that the Black Garden is the birthplace of the Vex. But it was not the beginning. It was the reason. The life in the garden called out a question. The Vex are the answer. They will do anything to protect the garden. In these things, there is symmetry. The gateways have opened. The Vex are coming.
Before you, the Red Legion had never been defeated in battle. You crushed them, drove them to a desperation they've never known. They have scoured the system, searching for salvation. Instead, they found my failed experiment, the Sundial prototype. It is a means to walk the corridors of time. Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion into countless realities. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War. Show them history is written by the victors.
Saint 14's light. It's gone.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Osiris, I'm so sorry.
I think we should leave him here. It looks like the Infinite Forest laid him to rest. Built him a memorial. Did the Vex learn to respect him? You were a good friend, Saint. Goodbye.
I tried to save Saint 14. I bent the rules of time using a prototype of the Sundial. It allowed me to walk the corridors of time here on Mercury, but I failed. I never found Saint's final moment against the Vex. I encountered younger versions from his first mission to Mercury, among others, but none were the right Saint. The prototype Sundial still exists, accessible off the main deck. And it can still travel through Saint's personal timeline on this planet. But venture there at your own peril. He cannot be saved. I have walked every permutation of those corridors with 100,000 of my echoes and found nothing. Saint 14 is lost.
The shotgun you crafted in the Infinite Forge is reacting to the Sundial. An onboard transponder is broadcasting coordinates. A path through the Sundial, crossing 2 time periods. The prophecy blueprint you used to create the perfect paradox must have included this broadcast. If you can open up the initial chamber, I can align us to the first time period the broadcast is referencing.
I repeat, this is Saint 14. The Fallen have overrun Zephyr Station. If you can hear this, turn back.
Saint, hold your position. You have an armed Guardian incoming.
Who is this?
Just stay alive, Titan.
Your strength is a sight to behold, but what does your strength come from? Our people are dying on Earth. They died here on Zephyr Station. We never should have come. Another minute and they would have eaten my ghost. Fallen are monsters.
Some are. Are you fit to fight, Titan?
I was supposed to protect these people. I should be dead.
You're stronger than you think.
Not strong enough. What is this?
The perfect paradox, built by my guardian out of spare parts, and light, and sheer will to aid you.
It's beautiful.
I probably shouldn't be showing you this, but when has that ever stopped us? This is the last safe city of humanity, hundreds of years from now. During the day, there are children laughing in the streets. When night falls, the people sleep in their homes, not against the walls, weapons in hand, like the early days.
Like my people.
These are your people, Saint. They're descendants. If you quit the fight, maybe you'll live forever. Your ghost will protect you no matter what. But this last city might never happen.
Everything I've ever built has died. I've buried most of the people I've met. I can't do this. Not anymore.
We all make our own choices. Good luck, Titan. Okay, let's check the tower databases to make sure we didn't just wreck the entire timeline. Querying Saint 14. Records state he was a former commander of the tower. He vanished on a final mission to Mercury in search of the exiled warlock Osiris. Well, those are the big beats. Timeline intact. Good job, Saint. But our trip's not over. That broadcast I picked off the perfect paradox marked one more set of coordinates within the sundial.
I've killed enough of you to end the war. And you took my light. I guess that makes us even. What are you waiting for? Last words? Finish it, cowards!
Now where are we? Let's see. Topographical readouts match near-present Mercury. This is before I found you. And after Saint 14 launched his last mission to find Osiris.
Guardian, you're back. Just in time. I was about to send my ghost away. I'm afraid that Martyrmind has taken my light. But now that you're here, please back. You are even more vicious than I remember! It's been ages. I would like to see Sloan and Zavala again. Even that stubborn bastard Shaq! In my bones. Martyrmind! Time to die! It's been a long time, my friends. I've chased your memory for centuries. You should go now. Those who could kill me are dead. You've made sure of that.
And what if the Vex take your light again?
Impossible. It cost them everything to build the Martyrmind. When you crushed it, they were doomed.
You want us to leave you? You'll be stuck here for years.
You've both done plenty. Just open the Infinite Forest gate. I'll meet you the long way around, at the end. What's a few more years of fighting Vax? My name is Saint 14. They call me the greatest titan who ever lived. But I would be dead if not for you. Since the day I met you, I swore I would make it my duty to follow your example. I'm still trying. Look at this place! I cannot believe what this city has become. To be home again. To hear of the Red War and see the scars. So much has changed. I was not here when the city needed me most. But regret does not serve us. We must look to the future. We must find hope again. There is no more time to waste. On my journey here, I wondered how the city could best use me. Now I think I know. Together we will shine brighter. We will build a beacon to call all who are lost home. You will fight, and I will build. But for now, my skull needs rest.
Come in!
Anna, are you there?
Just a moment.
Anna, report.
Copy, Commander. I've located the central manifold. It seems the Cabal have disabled the ship's MAV thrusters.
They killed the steering of this thing? Any idea what that was?
Checking. That explosion came from the propulsion deck. The Cabal have taken out the primary engine. Have you made it to the bridge yet?
Just a moment. Now I'm on the bridge.
They've destroyed the ship's navigation system. We're a dead stick.
None of this makes any sense.
No nav, no engine, no way to steer or change course.
It's like they want this thing to drift off into space forever.
Not forever.
Connection locked. Good to see you, Guardian.
Indeed. Anna, are you certain we can't operate this bunker from the tower?
Interfacing Rasputin's mainframe with these systems is the only way we'll get the firepower we need.
Hopefully the Warmind remembers where to point said firepower.
You think he'll miss?
I'm more concerned with whether it will pull the trigger.
He's a Warmind, Zavala. He understands the stakes.
Rasputin has been silent for too long while Guardians hold the line.
You gotta have a little faith.
Faith is self-evident. If it's between you and Rasputin, I'll put my faith in you.
Listen, he's on our side.
Then I hope it proves me wrong.
Rasputin can do this. Trust me. I understand Zavala has his doubts. I've stood on those walls. I've seen what looked like the end. He has a lot of people relying on him. The Almighty will be knocked out of the sky. We won't let you down.
Back? Ah!
This place is crawling with Hive. Keep an eye out while I hook Rasputin in. Some of this netcode is ancient. I hear what people say behind my back. You know, that I'm a Brave first, and a Guardian second. Selfishly chasing my past. But Rasputin and I have been busy scouring the system. Not for ourselves. We were looking for Golden Age relics. Hunting down the Deep Stone Crypt, chasing loose threads. It wasn't just weapons. Old nanomeds, construction servos, disease-resistant crop strains. Finds that would make a real difference in people's lives. We assumed Zavala and the Vanguard could handle any immediate threats, but we could have done more.
Anna insists you understand the stakes. Convince me. Our enemy reveals itself. The shadow is long and close. Is this what's had your attention? Preparations to fight? To rebuild? To run?
Mayday! 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 This is NFV Meritursa 16. 11,000 souls in cryosleep aboard. We're a few minutes out of New Pacific Arcology. We were struck by debris in a large wave. Fusion plant offline. We can see extensive, catastrophic damage to one of the Arcology domes. Oh, it's gone over. Respond if able.
Mayday! 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 This is New Pacific Arcology on guard. Declaring a sundown loss of habitability event. We have 2.9 million souls aboard. We repeat, Titan is no longer safe for human life.
The collapse. You were there. You gave everything to a cause and saw it all swept away. You're afraid to fail. Again. So am I. I've never considered how it must have felt to live through the collapse. From this day, we speak as allies, not warriors who seek to wield each other as weapons. After we break the Almighty, the city will devote whatever resources you need towards banishing these dark omens. When they come, we will stand together, as equals, as guardians.
This is where I'm getting the weird readings from. There's old Rasputin data associated with a few coordinates on this mountain. And I mean old. Dark Age. Huh. I didn't think he was active after the collapse. See what you can find. There's a record here of Rasputin executing an order to deploy assault frames. A whole army of them. But the target was a single exo. Why would he need all of this for just one? I'm picking up a transcript of an old communication order. Rasputin sent it out to his submines. He identified a threat in old Russia. Looks like there was a data breach of some kind. I don't know what it was, but he threw out a lot of firepower. Dropped a warsat right on top of it. There's a Warmind intelligence transcript associated with this spot. It references Siva. But it doesn't make sense to me. From what I knew, the Iron Lords went after Siva themselves. Fellwinter wanted to use it to build up the city. And I thought Rasputin reprogrammed Siva to attack them when they entered the vault. But this says he gave Siva a new directive long before that. He was using it as bait. The Iron Lords didn't go after Siva on their own. Rasputin led them to it. He's telling a story. In a time of great prosperity, a tyrant king sent his son to live among the people and learn their ways. He did so for many years, until a great calamity befell the kingdom. In the aftermath, the tyrant's son was changed. The tyrant's son turned away from his father and became a warrior. The tyrant chased his son across fields and mountains and oceans. He said, "If I can't have my son, then no one shall." In the end, the tyrant used his son's love of the people against him. He promised him a miraculous technology that could rebuild the kingdom. When his son came to claim it, he unleashed a plague upon him. His son was destroyed. And the tyrant looked upon his tyranny and wept.
Is Rasputin... Is he talking about himself? I think the Tyrant's son... Guardian, can you read me? There you are. Comms cut out completely. You're in a really old part of the bunker. The signal's terrible. This place is like a time capsule. Where are we? This looks like the casing of an old safety AI, but marked with Rasputin's symbol. These transcripts suggest his original code was for a sort of emergency response system from pre-Golden Age space stations. Checking oxygen levels, fuel, that kind of thing. Clovis Bray took a safety AI and turned it into an interplanetary defense system with sentience. And Rasputin kept all this, almost like a scrapbook of his past. A way to remember his roots. And he showed it to us. When did he learn to be so sentimental? Wish Zavala could see this.
Eris Morn. A guardian without a ghost. I wonder how that must feel. Hollow. Unnatural. When I look at that ship. Eris, can you hear us? Eris. Nothing. No. No! Don't! You bring weapons. You will not need them. We offer only truth. We will. Something pulled us out of the beam. What's happening? What is this place? I'm getting faint readings from Eris now. Let's keep moving. The air down here is choked with strange communications. I don't know if I can...
Is that you, Guardian?
You're needed back at the tower. Zavala sent us.
Of course he did. I'm moving toward the cradle. It calls to me.
Guardian, your assistance would not be unwelcome. There are forces at play here I do not fully understand. The Hive...
All channels. Is anyone there? Eris, talk to us. Say something. Please. What is that? Look. Those are all eyes. You're hurt.
It is nothing. But this is something. A tree of silver wings. It grew from the last place the Traveler touched before it left this world. The darkness was drawn here, as the Hive is drawn to the darkness. These eyes of mine, the things they have seen.
What was that?
Something that does not want us here.
Darkness.
No. But it is of the darkness. It has to be you this time.
I repeat, come in.
We hear you, Zavala.
Have you found her?
The seed breaks through the interference.
Eris.
Zavala.
Report back to me in the tower, both of you. Our transmissions may be compromised.
Let's not keep him waiting, Guardian.
What did you find?
It found me. The darkness reached out, but something interferes. Its messages to us are being defaced.
Defaced?
By the witch sister of the taken King Oryx. Savathun.
Your obsession gives her power.
No. She feeds on denial, ignorance. The Guardian has discovered a means to circumvent her. A seed of silver wings.
Eris?
If the darkness reaches out, we must reach back.
I will not sanction this.
We are beyond sanctions. It is here. I will return to Io. If we cannot determine what the darkness seeks, we will find ourselves on the verge of a second collapse. Perhaps that is what Savathun wants.
Please, don't.
Let me go, Zavala.
Where were we?
According to spectral analysis, the pyramid, its propulsion, the energy it's manipulating on Io. I don't see a ship. I see a being. Paracausal in nature.
Like the Traveler.
All records of the Golden Age agree. On the first day, the sky filled with darkness. On the second, the Traveler fell.
Help Eris where you can, but be ready to deal with the enemy fleet when it arrives. We need you, Guardian.
Well done, Guardian. I will interpret the darkness's messages as best I can. Although this particular form of communication is logographic, composed of evocative glyphs. Metaphors, really. For example, this message. This word could mean protected, but it is loaded with subtext. There are connotations of blithe authoritarian forces, unshakable in their faith. The translation sheltered would not be sinister enough. Perhaps gilded. Clearly the darkness does not believe the Traveler to be as benevolent as we do. Continue your efforts. We have much to learn. This is a simple message. Eggshell. The term carries all the impermanence and fragility you would expect. The darkness sees the Traveler as something keeping us isolated from the outside world. It is a barrier we are meant to outgrow and break through. This construction is white. Not like the color, but the absence of color. An indistinct void, overexposed sameness of a thing long dead. The white of bleached bone. Of the Traveler.
A hunter and a dredgen ask a question.
What is the darkness?
Our answer lies before you. Leave mercy behind. The enemy trembles in your wake. Your skills have not dulled since you slew the Taken King, and the Nine are as inscrutable as ever.
I think it's plain as day. They're trying to tell us the light don't make a saint, and the darkness don't make a sinner.